Hi, guys. So, I want to talk about just in general Love is Blind. Now, I enjoy some reality television. A lot of it's a guilty pleasure. I feel like that's the statement for a lot of people. I was honestly very curious when it came to this season how it was just going to go in general because and it's been really interesting because if you think back, if you watch Love Is Blind, not gonna make the assumption that you do, um, but if you watch it, you can definitely tell there's a difference from season one and season two. Now, for me, I couldn't like pinpoint what that was until like honestly kind of thinking about it. But you can tell there's like something different. And from what I've heard, as well as from what, my own thoughts and everything, it's definitely like season one it was the start. It was the thing that kind of kicked it all off. And then after that, it is a social experiment. But then after that, it's like, okay, well, I've watched the show. Now season two is going to come out. So how do I go about this? And you can also make that probably same statement from like other social experiments that they've done, like The Circle, and this season has not helped at all. Now, last season, I hated it for, I think, a bunch of different reasons. There are definitely people on there where you're like, okay, what? Like, what did you just say? And it's really interesting with how they've gone about it. And maybe I forgot how it went the last time, but literally they just like have chunks that you can watch. So you can't like binge watch it all. And what? This is the third chunk that came out this week. Next week will be the finale and now the reunion episode. And I'm like, oh my God, okay. And it's just real interesting to talk about. I have a lot of thoughts when it comes to a lot of them. I know everyone else does too. At first, I was rooting for a few couples. I think now at this point there's only probably one, but even then I don't know if that's even I don't know. This season's got me real. It really just has me all over the place at this point because at first it seems fine. Some of them gave me like red flag or like ooh, like not good vibes. And stuck not really stuck with it, but I'm like maybe they'll change. They didn't. But there was at least like two, three couples I was kind of like rooting for. And then as the season's gone on, there was maybe one or two. And then as the season went on, one of the couples that I thought maybe wasn't going to worked for me. And then the one that I was kind of like the ones I was kind of rooting for, it narrowed it down to one. And I guess for me, like the basis of the show is Love is Blind. Like you would hopefully get to know this person enough when like in the pods to then decide, oh yeah, I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And you're obviously like, don't want to speak too soon, but you're on this show, I would hope, because you want to find a new way to find a relationship, to find the love of your life. And I think just what kills me the most is some of the comments just made. Like, you have some people who have, like, gone through things like, cheating, breakups, everyone the usual stuff. But I'm just like, okay, if you felt like you maybe weren't ready for this, don't sign up for it then. And you just have people that still like hone in on how they look. And I'm like, okay, it's called Love is Blind. Like, and you're not going to stay the way you look forever. That's not how it works. At some point things drop and things like you get bigger, you may get smaller. Like things just happen. Like you might lose all your hair. You might like, will that matter? Or do you need that to be satisfied? Because I really think, and I would hope, as you know, if the show continues, show goes on, we need more diversity. We're slowly, I think, getting there, but like, why not have people who have, you know, certain disabilities? Why not have people who may not fit the physical form that many want? You know, age, you could do different ages. You can just do so many different things and have so many people associated with this show, especially for what it's supposed to stand for. And, you know, I don't know if that did happen and then you have just the same setup, if then people will then just like lose interest because they see, oh, like Love Isn't Blind, you know, like Love Isn't Blind. Ooh. And then people might not want to watch. Like I have no idea what that, you know, like that is. And also too, I know it's reality television. Like as much as we'd want to believe that some of this isn't scripted or like things don't play out a certain way, they probably do. Like, you know, they're followed around by crew. They're followed around and, you know, who knows if it's like, oh, hey, do this or, you know, like I have no idea. And not saying these things like don't work out because they have. Like look at season 1. But I just feel we have, I would almost say, such an opportunity with this show, and I just feel has changed. And I don't know I don't know if it's because, oh, I've seen this show, now I can kind of play the game. Like I don't know if that's the mentality or not. But I would sincerely hope that the people who are on here are like, yes, I do want to find love. Like this, it hasn't worked for me for how I've done it in the past, so now I want to, you know, try this out. I would hope, but like, I have no idea at this point. And that's like the love-hate relationship I have with reality TV. But I do hope if they have another season, they do incorporate some of these other factors, because they could definitely, I think, use that and have that almost to its advantage in a way if it's played out correctly, because that is the ultimate testament. Is love blind? Will this work out for you or no? So yeah, that's kind of my discussion on Love is Blind. I have no idea how this finale is going to play out. I have no idea how I can't wait for the reunion though. I love a good reunion episode. But if you've watched, feel free to leave your thoughts down below, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.